Jason, and I'm the moderator of today's section. We all understand that AIoT help to speed up the digital transforming and smart hospital. It's not only at outpatient and ward, but also at operating room, the center of the hospital. So today, we are very glad to invite Dr. Gao Xiaoling from Zhanghua Christian Hospital, who is the director of International Medical Center, and also Mr. Baron Xie from iMedtac, who is the IoT technology solution provider, and also Mr. Rex Zheng from Zhonghua Telecom, who is the biggest telecom company from Taiwan, and also put resource at Southeast Asia Smart Hospital business developing. So today we have these three guests from hospital, solution provider, local service provider, three different angles to share how we can help at the smart operating room. For the guests, if you have a question during the webinar, please leave your question at the chat box. We will reply to you at the QA section or after the webinar individually. Also, please keep your microphone mute and turn off your camera. Help us to keep the webinar smoothly. So let's begin. First of all, I would like to invite Dr. Gao from Zhanghua Christian Hospital to give us the warm welcome. Dr. Gao.
Okay. สวัสดีครับ Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's my great pleasure to join today's webinar. So I'm Nina, the Director of Overseas Medical Mission Center of Zhanghua Christian Hospital, the one of the co-organizers of today's webinar. As you know, in recent years, digital technology, artificial intelligence has become a new tool in integration information to help hospital management and clinical diagnosis, such as AI applied on medical image and pathology. And at clinical practice, operation theater is the heart of the hospital, especially like our hospital, a highly digitalized smart hospital. There are many cases are scheduled for operation every day. So how to use the technology to management the information at operation room to make it more efficiency is a very, very important and crucial issue. Today, two of our best partners, iMedtac and Zhanghua Telecom, are going to share the new integration system in operation room and show you the best practice. And they will also invite our participant today to join the pilot project. So finally, I sincerely wish today's webinar will be successful and you will get innovative insight. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gao. I think Zhanghua Christian Hospital are really a leader to help Taiwan and Southeast Asia smart hospital market. Now, let's move the major topic of today's webinar. So, Baron, can you help us to introduce the how we really use the technology at the smart hospital and also smart operating room? Baron, you are mute.
Okay, thank you, Jason. Okay, thanks for your remind. Actually, as you and Dr. Tao mentioned, that operating room actually is a huge topic and very complex work in every hospital. Every worker, the detector is very looking at it. However, there's many huge work you need to collaborate with each other because during the operation, the doctor, the nurse, they need to collaborate, they need to communicate, and there are a lot of video data information pop out in real time. You can imagine like an air pilot, that when they're driving an airplane, there's many information coming out. They need to grab the right information at the right time and do the right decision to make sure that every passenger, every customer, their life is safe. So we can imagine that actually the operation is very critical, very important work, even more critical than the airplane. However, you can see from here, Okay, let's see. It's a real scenario in the operation room. As every guy is very experienced in the medical field, you can imagine that during the operation, there are many information, there are many devices pop out the right video, the data. The doctors and the nurse need to grab all these things by themselves and in real time. And then within this very limited time, they need to do the right decision. So you can imagine that it's a very huge work. And so how can we image the monitor from every data producer, like the machine, like even PACS, his, and how can caregivers control all of them? And so you can imagine that this information is happening parallelly. So I assume this is a huge topic. Many hospitals in advantaged country like United States, Europe, already doing that. They want to optimize this information to make the doctor's performance, the nurse performance better. So we assume we're also trying that in Taiwan, and we assume this is a future trend, and this is every hospital, every operation room, every doctor want to be. So that's why we want to talk about these operating room solutions. Jason?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I think Barry, you just make a very good example that the doctor at the operating room just like the pilot driving the airplane. Yeah, because it's not only need to make a decision in the mega data, but also relate to the human's life.
Sure.
And also, I believe there's a pain point for the operating room right now. So how we can really use the technology to help? Can you share how we can help to for the using the IoT technology?
Sure. Actually, as you mentioned, this is a huge pain point for the operation room, for the examination room. So during different procedures, we have a lot of things and need to take care. For example, in this page, we can see that for the general operating room, they of course they need to monitor every detail of the workflow, if they follow the SOP or not. What is the patient information? What is the patient safety check? For example, during the operation, there's a patient check-in, patient sign-in, and patient time out before they're doing the operation. And after everything finished, there's a patient checkout. So we need to monitoring every detail, every step, not only the operation, but also the examination room. For example, in the endoscope, they need to monitoring every procedures if the examination is followed by SOP or not. So we need this in data to make sure that every procedure is in the right way. However, before this normally is depends on the nurse or the doctors manually to read or to memorize the data they need. So with the latest technology, we want to collect all the data. Since right now, all the information, all the instruments is become digitalized. So we don't want the doctor or nurse to memorize all necessary information manually anymore. We use a lot of technology like a medical computer, like a receiver, get all the necessary video or data from the machine, from the system, and we display it at you can imagine it's a big screen in the operation room. And all these things working on a platform. This platform exchange the information, they exchange the video, they send the right video, send the right warning at the right place at the right time. So, and besides, since it's already digital, we keep all the record in the system. So we can tracking, you can use the record to doing some operation like a report, and even can use this to do some education, since there's a lot of experience that I want to share. So with this technology, you can imagine that from the operation before the operation. The doctor need to send some prescription during the during the test, and they need to gather in a lot of information, and this information will be shared through the data server and sent to the nurse station in the operation room. So a very experienced chief nurse, they can gather in all the information. Since a hospital maybe have a 10 operation room, 20 operation room, they need to gather in the right information at the right time, and then send to the different area, like in the anesthesia doctors or in the operation room, or even share the information to the patient family waiting outside. So you can imagine this is a huge room architecture we are looking for, and we are trying to do that in Taiwan. Yeah.
I think this is a really very good picture for the complete operating room management system. Yeah, and from the schedule control from the individual room and also the safety. However, it still looks like quite complex. Yeah, it's a quite big system. I believe most of the hospital probably they don't have the resource can integrate immediately. So do we have the entry-level solution can help the hospital they can hands-on this technology immediately?
Okay, sure. As you mentioned, actually, operation is a very huge and complicated work, and they need to collaborate with a lot of systems. So you can imagine that in this scenario, we have a need to integrate a lot of systems. However, as Jason you mentioned, you cannot apply this, we cannot achieve this in one step. Of course, we need to by one step, since everybody has budget issue or time limit issue. So we, with our experience, because we already deployed this system in many hospitals in Taiwan. So as our experience, we guess at a code, it means every detail, every video in this operation room, we want to memorize, we want to keep. So we use a scenario like this one. We built a data and video management platform in this operation room. It would like design like a standalone version. What we mean standalone version? It means you can easily install a hardware with a software in individual operation room, and they will connect to the device you can see here. For example, a vital sign monitor in this operation room, maybe an endoscope in the examination room, and even other platforms like PAS, like his. We can gather in this information through web service API or just through HDMI service, and put everything, every task, every information on our platform. We call it iMOR SDP, is a operation room smart solution with standalone version. It means you can easily purchase a single license or single hardware, put into the operation room and gathering the information from local operation room, and then keep all the records. And of course, not only keep all the records, we can also use streaming out function, or we can use data or file share function to do some case study, to do the operation report, or even do the technical training for the future doctors or nurse. So the key feature is something like this one. We built this basic video routing and data integration platform, which can provide the better service, better care, because the nurse and the doctor, they don't need to pay attention to keep every record during the operation. This record, for example, the data, the video, can gather in to our platform, and our platform with some warning, reminder, or some tag, we can help the caregivers to keep the record. For example, we can collect patient surgery information, we can record the video, we can stream it out in real time, and with some reminder or some every check procedure, we can introduce one by one. So as you see, actually, because we want to make it like an entry-level solution, we want to make it simple. So you can see this is easy UI here. which would easily show the, of course, time and the patient and operation information, which can be entered or you can integrate from the HIS. Okay, and then some major function button in the third part right here. You can press or change the channel because normally we can insert for channel. This channel may be video or maybe web service, and you can choose which channel will become the major of view. Okay, and then we can change which patient or which surgery we are going to do because we're gathering the information from HIS, and then we can choose which one, and this will become management function right here. And of course, we can press some tag. It means during the operation, what happened, or what is the some special moment we want to have a memorized. For example, before the anesthesia or before the surgery, and everybody need to stop and check if there's any procedure, or even we can check the consumable during operation. This is also a huge topic. Okay, so we can, of course, as I mentioned, we can video them. So there's a video time bar right here, and there's some roughly information and that the UI layout, something like this one. But not only display and control, we can tracking and management all the information easily. So this is another UI we're doing the data management. So you can see there's some filter function. We can filter the rights or the what data we need through doctor's name, through patient's name, through date, or through the detail of the surgery. You can get the right data, right information quickly. And of course, we can show some item, and you can see here if there's some recording or some screenshot, they will display visualized, so you can easily get. And there's also, as we mentioned, this is the data management platform. So we also show the data right here, the surgery data, the patient information data. So we can easily know during that operation, what is the video, what is the record, what is the tag, what is the patient information, what is the doctor information, or what is the other detail we want to memorize through this easy entry-level platform. So I assume that there's a quite benefit for everybody because, of course, there's a high level safety because we gathering the necessary information. It means that the doctor or the nurse don't need to pay attention to on everywhere. They just need to pay. They just can pay attention to the patient they are going to treatment. So of course, better operation service and quality. And this entry-level solution, iMOR DB, we want to make it simple and optimization and standardization. It means that we can, or I would say that we can just quick plug and play it in the common machine or video source. And then this is easy to install, so you don't need to, you can work alone. So it can work perfectly through HIS integration, or it can work alone. So it depends on your budget or the case. If you want to quick try, yeah, you can even just purchase and try. And after that, as we mentioned, education or some in the future, TED operation is quite important. So we will also support the streaming out and the data record function. So we want to use this system to enhance the safety for patient, for surgery, even for the CSSD, because we control the consumable part. So we use the enhanced visualization, data collection, streaming workflow, and we want to use it to improve the patient safety, improve the operation quality, and even decrease the workloading for the doctor, for the operation, for the nurse. Yeah. So that's what we want to introduce to each other. And yeah, as soon as is what we already did in Taiwan, and we want to, as soon as it's a good topic, good solution, and want to introduce to everybody, not only in the in this meeting. And yeah, so that's what we are looking for.
Yeah, thank you, Baron. I think it's really a very good idea to use a standalone solution. Yeah, because we do see there are already some of the solution in the market. Most of them are the highly integrate. Yeah, the highly integrate with the video, the data, and also the light, and also even the music control, the surgical bed control. But I think most of these cases, they will require a lot of resource to do the integration. Yeah, and I believe most of the hospital, they probably can only focus on a few operating room to do the high integration. So I think this, I believe it will be place and use standalone solution can be easily for the partners, for the hospital, they can hands on. Yeah, thank you, Baron.
Yes.
And now I would like to invite Mr. Rex Chen from Chunghwa Telecom. And because Chunghwa Telecom will be the local service provider in Thailand and Vietnam, the South Asia market. So Rex, can you share how you can help the customer if they want to hands on this solution? And do we have any supporting program can help them can quickly to use this new technology? Rex?
Okay, thank you, Jackson. Hello, everyone. Sawadee. Good afternoon. Welcome join our Smart Solution World. I'm Rex from Chunghwa Telecom International Business School. My customer always call me Smart Rex because I always provide the best smart solution and to solve their problems. Chunghwa Telecom is Taiwan's largest integrated telecommunications service company. I'm not only provide the fixed line, mobile, broadband, internet access services, but also smart solution and ICT services to corporate customers worldwide. We also have subsidiaries around Asia and can support our customers. So thank you for your participation today. We have special plan and early bird promotion. Okay, attention now. Now we provide 3 friends who contact me will receive a set of free software to experience our surgical dashboard solution. Surgical dashboard solution. The early bird program is we pay for the minimum hardware and get free software, free consultant, and the free installation. It's a big news. This program price was 10,000 US dollars. Okay, right now I provide my internet. My email address is rexcheng@cht.com.tw. rexcheng@cht.com.tw. You're welcome to contact me immediately. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rex. I think it's a very attractive supporting program. Yeah, because I can feel and you and all the solution provider will really want to provide these good solution with a very easily hands-on the program. Yeah, so I also encourage the guests today, if you need any supporting, if you have any idea, please just contact Rex. Yeah, and I didn't see the question from the guest today, but I do have one question for Barrett. Yeah, so Barrett, and as you just mentioned that we are the standalone version. If the hospital or the customer they already purchased the standalone, in the future, is it possible to extend to the complete integration system in the operating room?
Okay, thanks, Jason. And actually, I would say that yes, because as we introduced at the first beginning, actually we do the whole picture, all the system during the operation, from before the operation, during the operation, and after the operation. However, as you mentioned, to build a complete system is a huge work. So we drag out the most important part and make it become a unique module, and which will become as we just said, standalone version. However, you can imagine that we just press and we just prepare the suitable API. We just prepare the port for the future communication and data integration. So yes, if it's a hospital, I would say that the solution is very flexible. If the hospital purchase the standalone version, they want to expand maybe 2 or 3 operation room, they can purchase more standalone version. However, after that, if they think the solution is quite good, they want to optimize from standalone to a total smart operation solution, including the other module, as we mentioned, maybe the data integration from HIS, maybe the dashboard, or maybe the text sorting, something other application. We can just use the existing API to communicate, to exchange the information to other platform. This platform is designed as modularized, so it will be easily to integrate or to expand in the coming future. So I would say it is a quite good solution, and you can just easily get if you really interested and have a good benefit and good response after the first standalone version. Yes, it can be easily to integrate to other optimize or upgrade to optimized version. Yeah. So thanks for your time and your question.
Yeah, thank you, Baron. I think you also answered the question that Dr. Gao leave the message. Besides the operating room, the integration system can be also applied in the different scenario. I think a smart operating room is only one part of our offering. What we can offer from the outpatient, inpatient, medication safety, patient safety. Yeah, and of course, in the future, we will have the series of this kind of introduction. Yeah, so I didn't see any questions. So, but for the guests, if you need any support, you have the Rex email address right here. Yeah, so feel free to contact us. Yeah, we are very sincerely want to explore the success cooperation business with you. Yeah, and thank you for today's participate, and looking forward in the future, and we will have more cooperation together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, everyone.
Sawadika, thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye bye.